Global news, pulses. Yes, munggo, lentils, chickpeas might get cheaper this year, but that could be bad news for farmers. Welcome to Pulse Patrol, where we investigate what happens in the market.
In India, pulses are a staple and a major source of protein, especially for families who don't eat much meat. Cereals are protected under the National Food Security Act of 2013, but pulses aren't.
Historically, India's demand had been higher than its production, so about 20% of pulses often come from imports. But this year is different because the monsoon is expected to boost production a lot. Demand is rising for two reasons. One, real incomes are projected to rise by 7.8%. Two, population grows by 1.5%. Now here's the key. Pulses have an income elasticity of 0.716. That means when income rises, people buy more pulses but not in the same proportion. So the demand increase from income is approximately 5.6%. Add population growth, which is 1.5%, and the total demand rises about approximately 7.1%. Now supply is where the drama starts. Because the monsoon is favorable and well distributed, more area gets planted in both Kharif and Rabi seasons. Production is projected to jump by 29% by pessimistic, 32% on average, and 35% if optimistic. So even in the worst case scenario, supply grows faster than demand. That creates excess supply. Now, let's ask our economists what they think about this issue. Should India import or export pulses this year?
No, because supply is booming and demand grows only 7%, so imports aren't needed. Exports, however, may be useful, but carefully. If production ends near 35%, exports should be stronger to prevent a price crash. If it ends near 29%, exports should be cautious to avoid shortages later.
Thank you, Ms. Leda. If there are no imports or exports, how will the domestic prices change?
If there's no trade, prices fall sharply to about 34 to 40%. The market must clear domestically, but pulses are a necessity. People won't suddenly double their deal just because it's cheaper. It's because pulses are price inelastic, with price elasticity of negative 0.635. So prices will do most of the adjusting and they fall a lot.
Excess supply using the average scenario is 24.9% surplus. Price change estimate is approximately negative 39.2%.
So prices could drop around 39% in real terms. If we adjust 5% inflation, nominal prices fall about 34 up to 40%. So my recommendation is to use limited exports and government procurement or buffer stock supported by minimum support price to prevent a price crash and protect farmers.
Thank you for your recommendation, Elizabeth. How much should MSP be changed to create a 2% buffer stock?
To create a 2% buffer stock, the government can use MSP. Since demand is inelastic, a small price change can shift the needed quantity. Using the elasticity estimate, buying an extra 2% for buffer stock implies 3.15% change in price. So, the MSP should be raised by about 3 to 4% above the current equilibrium price. This would help absorb surplus supply, stabilize market prices, and protect farmer incomes without causing a major distortion in consumer demand.
In summary, the optimal response to this situation is targeted government intervention. First, procurement of pulses for buffer stock at MSP. Second, controlled exports to balance supply. And third, avoid imports to prevent additional downward pressure on prices.
By following these policies, we ensure that farmers are protected, food security is maintained, and the pulse market remains stable. This is Pulse Patrol, where economics meets your dinner plate.